much emphasis given by hosts. It seems like celebrities try to, keep Justin Bieber in a closed area, kind of, I guess, in a corner, in a proverbial corner, because they don't want so much emphasis on him. They want to have an equal amount of emphasis on them rather than Justin Bieber. But it seems like this arrogance thing really has not worked for Justin Bieber, and I think eventually that's what's going to cause Justin Bieber to crash and burn. He's sold millions of albums. He's done more than probably any young celebrity we have seen. And out of all the performances, he may have had the best performance theatrical-wise in the way of presentation, pyro, backup dancers. But what took away from his performance was the speech he gave when he was presented the Teen Choice Award and went on to win 12 Teen Choice Awards in the last number of years. If you ask me, the best performance of the night in terms of involvement and enthusiasm was the performance of Carly Rae Jepsen, who won Favorite Summer Song of 2012 for her single Call Me Maybe, which reached the top of the Billboard charts on the American Top 40 Countdown and the Rick Dees weekly Top 40 shows. According to Mediabase 24/7, Carly Rae Jepsen, with a number of her singles, has reached the top of the Billboard charts and has remained there for several weeks. And it's because of the success of Call Me Maybe that it headlined the 2012 Teen Choice Awards. She has a new single which we play for you periodically here on our show called Curiosity. It's just as an effective song as Call Me Maybe, but that song headlined the show, and in the way of enthusiasticness and involvement, Carly Rae Jepsen really stole the show for me. No Doubt come out as the first performance of the night. They weren't that great. They weren't as fantastic as they were promoted to be, and you would think a band returning for the first time since the early 2000s, known for singles like Don't Speak and Baby, they would come back with a more enthusiastic performance after all these years of, not being seen on television, never being heard from in the way of Twitter or Facebook. It's just weird, seeing this band that were a hit back in the early 2000s. They come back with so much competition. It's almost like they don't even have a chance. It's just weird seeing No Doubt there. They performed a single I had never heard before in my life. You'll probably be able to download it on iTunes. And I just think it was an effortless way of promoting No Doubt. And I think out of all the performances from Flo Rida right through to Carly Rae Jepsen stole the show for me. I think that Carly Rae Jepsen really has a formula that she's been going with for the last several months that's really worked. It's allowed her to get to the top of the Billboard charts, both on the American Top 40 and the Rick Dees weekly Top 40, which is heard on Kiss FM weekly. I think it's great that Carly Rae Jepsen's able to promote herself the way she is, and she doesn't have one bit of arrogance. She's similar to Miranda Cosgrove. She's similar to the Victoria Justices of the world. She's similar to the Flo Riders of the world. There is not one bit of arrogance off these people. And of all the performances this past Sunday, I really have to throw my hat off to Carly Rae Jepsen, giving a fantastic performance. Videos of her performance at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards are all over YouTube, and videos and photos of her are on the Teen Choice Awards website. She was promoted in the commercial advertising that was done leading up to the 2012 annual Teen Choice Awards show. We saw that promo several times, and it was just fantastically done. She was one of the most heavily promoted celebrities. She headlined the show. She headlined her first Teen Choice Awards show in her career, and she did it in such a fantastic way. It was just amazing, seeing the performances along with all the statistics and all the achievements that were accomplished at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards. My hat is definitely off to the committee for putting up a fantastic show. As I mentioned here earlier on in the program, Taylor Swift didn't perform. She wasn't on the bill in the way of a performance at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards. She was presented several Teen Choice Awards with the addition of her Teen Choice Award accomplishments for 2011. Taylor Swift now has won over 20 Teen Choice Awards with an addition of several this past Sunday. She has written so many hit songs. Virtually every one of her singles have been a hit because they've all been written from personal experiences in her life, for different relationships she's been involved with, or certain circumstances and issues she's been faced with in her life. And because of writing from her own experiences, Taylor Swift has inspired millions of people. It's beyond me why she hasn't won the ActiveView Inspire Award that was won by Demi Lovato back in 2011 yet. I think it's a future Teen Choice Award for Taylor Swift, but she did make history apart from not being presented those many Teen Choice Awards and only making one acceptance speech on the show. After receiving so many cameos at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards, you would think there would be more emphasis on Taylor Swift, but she has made history by winning more Teen Choice Awards than any teen female in the history of the program, winning a total of 20 Teen Choice Awards. I have to speak on the performance of Flo Rida because it was such a fantastic performance. They performed the song Wild Ones and Whistle, which were two songs by Flo Rida that really have hit the top of the Billboard charts in such an effective way. He had such an enthusiastic performance. Recently he was here in Canada on tour. I didn't get the chance to see him, but from what I've been hearing, his performance was absolutely off the charts. He performed at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards, and he was accompanied by one of the vocalists for the song Wild Ones, which of course was used to play the rock out at WrestleMania 28. His song Wild Ones has been receiving so much publicity. His album Wild Ones is available everywhere now. His single Wild Ones is on the Billboard charts for both the American Top 40 and Rick Dees' Weekly Top 40. He's been having the greatest success probably out of any celebrity in the way of music, and I think it's great how he was at the Teen Choice Awards performing several of his songs. He's also been known for several other singles like Sugar and Club Can't Handle Me Right Now, which is a song that I play several times a night when I'm DJing. It's an incredible, incredible show, when you have Flo Rida involved, because there's so much enthusiasm and there's so much, fun that goes along with Flo Rida's performance. If you ask me, he's one of those celebrities that really looked like they were having the time of their life. At the Teen Choice Awards, him, Taylor Swift, Miranda Cosgrove, In the Way of Emotion, Selena Gomez. So many genuine people. You have a combination of genuine people and arrogant people, and you kind of have to find a way of looking past all the arrogance you see at the Teen Choice Awards, because it's almost like they're letting you know that they've been here before and they've done it all. But apart from all of that, it was a fantastic show. Miranda Cosgrove being presented the Active View Inspire Award. There are several stories about some fans who got an incredible opportunity on the behalf of Demi Lovato and Megan Jet Martin on YouTube, because of a contest that Active View were doing. You can go to youtube.com for the whole story on the fans that won these incredible opportunities on the behalf of Demi Lovato and Megan Jet Martin, who both had equal roles at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards. Megan Martin is someone who I haven't heard anything from in quite some time, so it was always a pleasure to kind of get caught up in the loop of what's going on with her. She's on Twitter, she's got a lot of things going on, and I'm happy for her just as I am happy for Demi Lovato. And by the way, when she presented the award to Miranda Cosgrove, Demi Lovato, out of all the wardrobe changes she made throughout the course of the night, she looked the best when she promoted the award for Miranda Cosgrove and presented it to her. It was fantastic. She presented the same award she was a recipient of just last year, and the speech of Miranda Cosgrove, where she touched on, getting the opportunity to meet so many different people with cancer, so many different issues they're battling with and have been confronted with throughout their lifetime, was incredible. She felt so blessed. And the thing about Miranda Cosgrove's speech is the fact that you see the genuineness, really shining through. And that's the thing about Miranda Cosgrove that gets me every time. She's not as big as Miley Cyrus or Demi Lovato or any Disney star, but I think that she is definitely a pop icon for everything she has done, and how much emphasis and how much she has inspired teens. She's just as big as them, but not quite past the success level of a Demi Lovato or a Miley Cyrus, in my opinion. But I think that she is a tremendous teen idol and a worthy recipient of the Active View Inspire Award. And as I mentioned, Demi Lovato was presented that award in 2011 for her courage, battling with rehab, battling back against all these different oppositions and obstacles, and Miranda Cosgrove receives it now for working with so many children who have been victims of cancer, different life-threatening illnesses, and so many different circumstances that have befallen them throughout their lifetime. It was just incredible hearing Miranda Cosgrove speaking from where I believe is the most genuine place that you could possibly speak from, your heart. And I think that her speech is going to be one of the most watched Teen Choice Award speeches for 2012 on YouTube. What an incredible speech Miranda Cosgrove gave. Along with Miranda Cosgrove's speech, we had a video message from One Direction, who could not attend the show, along with the scene. One Direction, of course, busy recording music in London. They sent an acceptance video, which is pretty honorable by them. At least they didn't let the Teen Choice Awards pass them by without making an appearance in the way of a video message. Obviously it was read from a teleprompter, but I think that One Direction appearing on the show, at least, and going through with a video message, was incredible. I think that them not appearing on the show would have really taken away from the credibility they have built up, especially in the summer of 2012. They've been touring Canada. They've been all over the world. One of the most busy boy bands in recent time. They put me in mind of a modern day Backstreet Boys, and don't ask me why. But I think that, them sending a video message was pretty honorable. At least they didn't go without making an appearance. Like Miley Cyrus no-showed after winning Female Teen Hottie along with Ian Somerthal. I think it's terrible how people no-show shows like this. I mean, the award shows are the one show where you're supposed to receive acknowledgement for all your accomplishments, and to no-show an award show and have somebody accept an award on your behalf is absolute crap. I think that every celebrity should make an effort to attend these award shows, and the amount of no-shows at the Teen Choice Awards really took away from what the Teen Choice Awards for 2012 could have been and should have been, in my opinion. I think there is no exception that can be made for no-showing. Yes, if you're going to send a video message, that's probably the only way, because you're still receiving acknowledgement and you're still acknowledging your fans. Justin Bieber recently accepted an award at a award show via video message. At least he went out of his way to record a video message that was obviously premeditated and read off a teleprompter. But the thing was, at least these celebrities that send these video messages go through with acknowledging their fans. There are these celebrities that don't make an effort to, and it's just absolutely atrocious, and I really don't approve of what celebrities do sometimes, how they no-show shows because they don't think the award is worth being there to accept in person. It has to be a major award for a major celebrity to accept at an award show, but I think that every celebrity should go out of their way to appear at these award shows, and Miley Cyrus